Alright, good evening. We're a little bit wonky, it would seem. Let's just sort that out. There we go. Oh, God damn it, the fucking microphone keeps jumping on me. Right. We're starting off in the A10 again. Why are we starting off in the A10? Because I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed that I don't seem to remember the button presses quite as fluidly as I do for some of the other modules and some of the other functions on this aircraft. So I want to hit it a little bit more, and it's twofold doing that. One, just so I don't feel quite so stupid when I'm on stream and I keep getting the wrong freaking buttons. And also, if people are going to be doing logistics and stuff in the C-130, then we need a slightly clearer airway coming from Beslan back into Mozdar to do that. We need to clear the ground a little bit. So as we know, we have a couple of units, or a couple of, oh, for God's sake, will you stop turning that bloody thing on? We have a couple of groups of units. We have one around there, we have one around there. And the one that I always forget about that has much more influence now, I think is there. I think it's there. So that's our set of targets, because what will happen is Undead, when he's flying up from Beslan, what are they doing there? In fact, hang on a minute. Ooh. They're missing. Ekat are missing. Why have we got 109s around here? Where are the A20s? The A20s are there. Are the A20s gone off and just done hunting? Oh, hello.
Evening.
Evening to you too. Thank you very much for the redeem, Summer-san. Really do appreciate that. I shall pour that out post haste. There we go. See. So, sludgy virtues and all the things. Right, so yeah, we are. Yes, I don't know what's going on there, because we should have stuff being held in place around there. Maybe that means they managed to remove all the unit, and they didn't respawn. So there's a problem. The units didn't respawn. So perhaps what I have to do offline. Excuse. It's just how my cough gets me. Sorry, I know it sounds really weird, but it will take the air out of my lungs.
Oh my word.
Oh, we have a dickhead in chat. Or at least we did have. But thankfully, to Wisebot or WZBot, they got banned and timed out. So appreciate that. Rant Terry, you can go do one. Not that it matters, because they're a bot, so I can say what I want to them. What you gonna do? Although it's nice to start the stream with a follow, it's a fake follow. Right, that threw me. Right, threw me in front of me, Ren. Okay, so. Yeah, so what I have to do is offline. I will reduce the unit counts that are over here to 1, so they do 1 pass, destroy the unit, and then I'm going to see what happens, because it looks like they haven't respawned when they should. And it's easier to test that with 1 unit than 10. So we have been taking damage. So the units, where have they gone to? Are they retired? Hang on a minute, what the fuck are they doing coming from over there? We might have to do a server restart or a mission restart. Let me get some power going, because then I can talk to Bill. I need to just readjust my head center, because that's better. But you know, still looking over the top of my glasses, I can't see the screen. It's a little bit better, not by much though. I need, what was his name? He was a snooker player in the UK, but his glasses were constructed effectively upside down, so whereas normal glasses have their arms attaching at the top of the lenses, his glasses attached at the bottom of the lenses, so that when he was bent over looking down the snooker cue, instead of looking over the top of the lenses, he looked through the lenses, because they were effectively lifted up. I need that, but down there. Or just a pair of glasses that are that fucking big. I don't think it was Stephen Hendry. It was, because he was quite a young player. But it is a name that comes to mind now. I'm trying to... People in the UK around my age will probably remember this. Snooker Loopy. Snooker Loopy, nuts are you? No, Snooker Loopy, nuts are we? There we go. Because he was in it, and I'm trying to work my way through the lyrics, because they were talking about the snooker players at the time. Willie Vaughan, his hair's all gone, and he doesn't know where to find it. But that wasn't him either. God, I can't remember his name. Anyway, for those of you bored of my stream, nip onto YouTube, search Snooker Loopy. Once you've heard it, you won't ever forget it. And yeah, you'll be able to get to the name of the snooker player that I'm thinking of. Let's pull all those down. Start engine 1. I think when I'm doing startup, other than pausing head track and just looking around the cockpit with the mouse, which is probably a lot easier. Right. Dennis Taylor, that was it, Dennis Taylor. Dennis Taylor had his glasses constructed. I got there first, I said it first. 1, 2, 4, check.
Yeah, copy that, sir.
I'm noticing something a little bit odd with the units that are flying around, or rather should be flying around, over at ECAT. They're not there.
No. They're here. They're over Mostock. I'm just looking at them.
Yeah, so that would imply that the unit respawn has gone wrong, both on the red side and the blue side, because the blue units aren't there anymore. So I'm wondering if it's worth a quick mission restart, just to put that back to where it is, where it should be.
Okay, let me just have a quick shot of this 120.
Yep, no worries. I did say it before you typed it, before you knew it, before you typed it. Yeah, to Google. Yeah, I would have. When I was getting close to the name in my head, but every time Dennis
Actually, I'm
popped into my
firing
head,
from
it
much
followed
further
up
back
with
than I normally
Leary.
would,
And it's like, no, it's not Dennis
getting
Leary.
hit, so maybe I will attack from further away.
Yeah, I suppose once you've worked out where you can dial into, it's not so bad, is it? The more you do it, the more likely you are to find that sweet spot or that distance for the various ranges. Although, I think can you tune the sights to so you tune the sight rate width for the width of the aircraft and the height of the sight based upon the distance you are from the aircraft?
Yeah, you can. It's the distance that you expect it, that, like your convergence distance combined with the width of the aircraft's width. I'm just making a quick emergency landing because it obviously hit my engine. It just cut out, so I'm making an emergency.
Okay, I'll wait until you're down, and then we'll do a quick mission restart, because then that keeps everything even for everyone. That looked like a crash, so maybe Bill did not make it down in one piece. Oh no, he is down. Victor and F2. Oh, he is down. There he is. He's got gear.
Well, that could have gone an awful lot worse under all circumstances. I don't think I've got any braking though.
Yeah, it looks like they got your hydraulics. I see you just dancing around the fortification there as you went past.
Yeah, hold on, I want to see if I don't think I've got any hydraulics. The engine was racing as well, so no prop pitch, and that sort of goes along with what I figured, and still haven't checked that the prop pitch is controlled by hydraulics, because they hit it and it doesn't affect you straight away. It's only after the hydraulics are drained out that you then get the problem and the engine starts racing wildly.
Right. Well, for me, I don't know if it's the same for you, but there seems to be a 0G liquid leak in your right wing, just where it meets the fuselage.
Walk away landing. Let's just prove that. Hold on.
Oh my god. So I don't know if you caught what I just said, but there appears to be a 0G leak in your right wing at the point where the wing meets the fuselage.
What, a 0G? Hang on, say again?
Yeah, it's dripping up instead of down.
Oh yeah, well, I'm assuming that's like bubbles of something. Like in a bubble machine, I imagine it's something like that. Yeah, I see what you're saying though. I've seen this before.
Have we just confirmed that the Spitfire in fact runs on bubble mixture? It filled with hydrogen or helium.
Runs on lemonade.
Lemonade that's been carbonated, not with carbonation, not with carbon dioxide, but helium.
Yeah. Okay, well, whenever you want to change that, that's fine.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll put the command through Discord and it will restart in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, copy that.
I need a button so I don't need to have to lean around on my controls and cables and screens and Christ knows what else. That will just type this in. I could do it right now, but is that mission restart? Oops, mission. Oh, for God's sake, mission. No. Fuck. I've got some weird ass lag going on my bloody machine again. Is my stream stable? Or has that gone to shit again? Zero. This is a bit of a chunky track, isn't it? It's a shame that absolutely bugger all is going on the stream, really. Otherwise, this would go quite well with a little bit of action. Servers never restart fast enough. Doesn't matter how much CPU and how much memory and how much disk, it's never enough. Right. Let's jump back into the A10. Alright, we'll have a quick peek at the map just to confirm that things are where they're supposed to be. Let's turn that off. So we should have units over to the left now. What the fuck? Oh no. Something's happened. Something's rolled back the mission. What the hell's going on? This isn't running the right mission. How can we prove that? They're not there. Are either that's a boat fault. Yeah, the mission has fucking changed. What the hell's going on? I need to just start Bill's stream a second. Right, you have to bear with me a second because something very weird has happened to the mission. This is running the old copy of the mission, the copy that I deleted and removed last night. Or the night before, Tuesday, in fact. This mission has been running. No, not this mission. The mission that should be running has been running since Tuesday, and has now stopped running and replaced itself with an old one. So what the fuck is that going about? So you have to bear with me just for a moment. I just need to pull in some, grab some passwords. It's something a little bit concerning actually, because I have no idea how that's changed. It is indeed running the wrong browsers. That is the wrong copy. It's in the list. It's just the wrong one. Current mission AGG practice, yeah. Let's put that over there. Why is that still playing silly buggers? Hey, the fuck? Now I'm being kicked out of TeamViewer because they think I'm a Uber Pro user that should be paying for it, but in fact I'm just trying to help me dad. Right, 109 is, irony, 109 is now running. I'm going to take that one out so it doesn't confuse anything. Right. Okay, let's try this again. And just as a sense check, and to preserve my sanity, let's have another peek. So we shouldn't have any Beauforts here. They're flak 18s, that's right. And then over there, there we go. That's what's supposed to be there. Okay, now let's do what we said we were going to do approximately 23 minutes ago. Alright, 124 check. Although I've probably got to my radio before Bill has. Right, let's get ourselves up. Oh god, that's the wrong screen to press that button on. Let's do it on the screen instead because it works then. There we go. I'm going to pull the fuel out and put the Mavericks on.
124.
124 check. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's not going to let me talk because... quick. 124 check.
Request rearming. Yep, 124. Copy.
Alright, yep, sorry, I was replying to you. Yep, all good. Yep, your timing is good. We just had to restart the mission twice. One because units were going weird, and then the second time because the reason the unit was going weird because the wrong mission had decided to load itself. So
Sounds like fun.
there would have been tears at takeoff from everyone because there was 109s in the air and A-20s strafing the airfield again. I don't know what you're planning to do. I'm going to dive in the A10. I'm going to hit the ground units that are in the general vicinity of the airfield toward the east. So 3 groups. The group of BTRs nearest the airfield, I'll probably leave those till last because they're also stuff that Bill can work on. We've got BTRs to the east, northeast, and east, and the separates shulkers to the far east.
Yeah, well, I'm going to use the rockets I got yesterday and try and figure out how this thing works.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'll focus on the shulkers to the far east because the BTRs will probably be perfect targets for you.
Refueling complete. Yeah, we'll do. Once I get comfortable with the rockets, switch to bombs, and then we'll be good.
Shit, I didn't turn off the bloody CDU.
Rearming complete.
I kind of like this sunrise time. I wonder if we should wind the mission back maybe an hour, just so it's sort of low light, that like this sort of level of light persists for a little bit longer. I wonder if it's worth it. Are we reloaded? Well, looks like it. I'm probably going to have to take some fuel out though. So we are very slightly over. Almost got it right. Just need the tiniest amount.
Alright, make train on taking off.
Roger that. I don't think Bill's got his radio on yet, although his engine is running. It looks like he's taxiing, but he should be clear.
Refueling complete.
Excuse me, sorry. Forgot to mic. Forgot to mute. Right, load all. Did I do that on this screen? I don't think I did.
Radio check.
Hold on. 1, 2, 4 check.
Thank you. Right, I haven't got my radio window open at the moment.
Rearming complete.
Do that.
Oh, good. Come on, brain. You need to speed up a little bit.
19 split 508 for takeoff.
Right,
Fly
CDU.
down to the shops and get myself a beer to bring back.
Sounds like a good idea. What, you're hiring the Spitfire? Load up a beer barrel.
That's true, yeah. There is a vehicle Spitfire.
Oh, there you go. A beer barrel of beer. Beer barrel on the Spitfire full of beer called Spitfire.
Sorry, I think I spoke over you, say again.
A beer barrel of beer, Spitfire beer on a Spitfire.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna roll.
Right, come on, get me your head around this, because I'm getting confused with what I'm doing. So, right, we're going to use the usual shit. We're going to do it right about there, which is 444. Yeah. Oh, look at that, 806. Exactly the same, almost the same, because I got 567 last night. F1. So we want to do waypoint on the waypoint, and we want to make a new waypoint, and then we want to type in our numbers, and that's going to be, I wish I could remember numbers. They just disappear as soon as I look at them. 4345, 4345, and then it was 562, and then that one, and then 04444. 806. That one. Okay. Right, so we got the important one mapped. And that's what matters. So let's close that. I think we're complete. I think we're done with the Maverick page, with the CDU. That's the wrong button. I'm going to do that.
What's it for?
Did you get bored of that plane?
That's small problem.
The ground is harder than you realised? Hang on, you're rolling. No, go on.
There was a C-130, right? And I thought it was nils. And I did a low pass to mess with him.
Wasn't nils, was it?
So we have a dead AC-130 on the right side of the airfield.
Okay. Well, it's okay. No one does air-to-air refueling around here anyway. No one lasts that long.
I think the problem is we've got a AC-130 carcass blocking the left or the right taxiway.
Yeah, you might have to utilize all your Tokyo drift skills, handbrake around that one. Right, come on, let's get this shit show on the road. I was kind of expecting a plane to be there. We do need to press that. And did we turn off the APU? We turned off the APU, we did not turn off the APU generator. We need to turn those on. We need to turn that one on. Ideally, we need to try and look around the throttle a little bit, because we want to press our trim for takeoff. And then if we're lucky, and the things have set itself up correctly, I need to reset my head track again. There we go. I might even be able to hit the eek. Nope. I'll be able to put it on in a minute. Other than that, we've got a mostly clear board. So, maps, we'll get those loaded, or aligned rather. Okay, and that'll give us time to get our shit sorted out. So, let's get rolling. Or, let's take the hand, let's
the wheel chocks.
take the wheel chocks off, and close the canopy, I suppose.
Copy.
Makes it less drafty.
Wheel chocks are now removed.
I could probably take that one.
Max, you said you can't set the rockets higher than 100, right?
Initially, that was what I was understood, but when we were looking at it last night, that seems to have changed now, so I can in future correct that.
Because we're already out of rockets.
Really? How many? How many can you load out in one go?
I could put 4 pods in one go. So I'm not understanding what the problem is.
You can put 4 pods in one go, but how many rockets is that?
20 per pod, roughly.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it then, won't it?
You put on 7 pods before it's done, so what's that, 100? Because we put like 400 on yesterday.
Yeah, but what we do with logistics at the moment doesn't count for very much.
Okay, great, so that classes us as useless.
Well, when we make some, if I do a couple of runs, with the, hey Valkyrie, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much for that cheer. I really do appreciate it. That is very kind. I could do a couple of runs. Well, I could do a couple of local runs on cargo containers, and that would put some stuff back in. Because everything that kept us topped up is totally changed now, because the 109s and the A20s have been moved off the airfield, so we're not getting that regular supply coming in that naturally kept the airfield topped up. So we need to do a minor change of how things work, basically.
Well, I'll just fly the C-130 anyway, because it's at 0, and the other problem is, like, we had 400, so there shouldn't be the need to top up.
Yeah, let's say the logistics is a in principle thing at the moment, because the logistics don't save across restarts. That's something I need to code in. I'll make that the next focus point for me.
Yeah, because the problem is, like, I understand that, like, the ammo counts are lower, so that we actually run out of stuff to give, like, logistics a chance to logistic. But, like, yeah, like, one full load, and now we're already going to go do a C-130 run. After I did a C-130 run, it's like, it kind of sucks, because I'm kind of, like, back to what I was trying to avoid yesterday.
Yeah, let's say it's only because we've changed the parameters of the airfield now. So before it wouldn't have been an issue. The logistics have never carried over. It's just there was enough autonomy on the airfield to hide it. Now that we've removed the source for the autonomy to deal. The DCS has just crashed. Awesome. Now that we've removed the source of things that the autonomy looked after, we now need to make a change to either how we play or how the mission runs. And of course, the best option is how the mission runs. So it shouldn't be that difficult for me to be able to add the Mosdoc warehouse content catalog to the save data, so that when the missions get saved, it will just keep a tally of everything that's in there, and then when it reloads, it'll pull that same information back in. So it's only a matter of discomfort over a short term. GPU is off. Oh shit. Yep.
NANI?!
Well, I have no issue with doing the C-130 if I can keep the damn thing, if I can get the damn thing to land. What, you played 50 bits to play a sound? Good lord. Thank you, Valkyrie. I didn't even know there was stuff set up to do that, perfectly honest. There's one for 100. I can't even remember what they are. You do not need to feel incentivized to test. I can check them and tell you what they are at a later point. A few actually. Oh, is that on blurb? Yeah, it is blurb. Oh, that's not something I've configured, I don't think. I don't think it is anyway. Why is my teapot not working? Unless it just takes that long to initialize. Ah, it takes that long to initialize. Fair enough. Oh, gone past it. No, still got bloody flaps down. Alright, that one, and then that one. That is not the bridge. That's the bridge. Wow. Let's, is my eek running yet? No, it's not. Is it going to load up now? Yes, nice.
The missile knows where it is at all times.
Thank you.
It knows this because it knows where it isn't.
Have you listened to the entire thing that's from? These are very difficult to see. I think that's one. Right, that's my target.
Right, in case anyone was trying to get my attention, I was off 124 for a bit. I'm now back on 124.
Ooh, rest me, Vegeta. Papa, no! It's a trick! But Vegeta! Tricks are for kids. You know what,
The
Nappa?
hell
On
is
second
that?
thought, catch it.
Oh, I gotta put the, what's it? No, not load, not load, not load. Did you miss that one? That one, that one. And then back to the Maverick screen. There we go. Yep, now we do long up. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Oh no, 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 no. That one. That one. No way. Is that going to overshoot? I've got a feeling that's going to overshoot. Yep. Damn it.
Warning,
2-4. That was really hard to see.
It's
a shame I got-
northwest heading to Beslan.
Taking off west, okay. Roger that. So if he's coming in, going to Beslan, that means we need to give
off the
him...
runway under the hook, that's alright.
Right, we got that.
You should be airborne
I'm
way
gonna
before
have
you get
to.
to me anyway, I think.
We've got to clear the ground then.
Might move over a bit.
In fact, I'm going to completely reprioritise. I am going to prioritise the BTRs
Airborne.
that are
Right,
there.
that's why I get trying to do this in third person. I don't like third person, I'm not used to it. So he's airborne, he doesn't need me out of the way anymore. Right, I'm going to get in the cockpit and make a turn around.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. In fact, you know what? Switch out. Make use of the bombs. Oh, fuck off. Damn it. Why does it keep switching to the bloody aircraft, to the bomb camera or ordnance view? What is tricks, or are you just spamming random ones? It sounded like something from a TV show or something. Oh, they're in a line. Beautiful. Are we going to be able to hit them without hitting ourselves? 1, fuck off. 2, fuck off. 3. Oh. 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 I mean, we got all 3, but we fired it, or dropped it. We may have sustained minor damage. But where are we going even? So put them over there. Yes, it does. Perfect.
Hog 1, Tally
Gotcha.
Warmer at bullseye 047 for 170.
I mean, we might as well mark them as well, even though we know that they're there.
Hog 1, Tally Triple A at Bulls 048 for 170.
Got those two just there and one on the other side. So I'll take these two first. Now this could go into the bloody... there, F1, there, F1. And now we want the F6. Good hits.
Oh, that's the nose up issue, isn't it, Stag? Is that the one?
Alright, we've got one left. We're just going in.
I'd love to get that sorted with you because it's such a pity if you don't have, if you've got issues flying the spit, which you really shouldn't have. I'd love to get that sorted because I'm always after spit pilots joining.
Oh, that wasn't the units I was just shooting at. They're the units I was shooting at. That was actually Scud missiles hitting the deck. Let's hope they don't fire at me too much. Let's get a bit of a welly on. We'll reposition and come back. I'm trying now. I used to take off and leave my throttle at 100%, which is into the yellow. Oh shit. That's not good. Ah. We're about to lose DCS and the aircraft. Pretty much. Pretty much. Fuck. That's what I have. I do a wait just in case it comes back, but even if it does come back, we'll be dead by now. The server's gone. That's not a server freeze. I just asked Bill to have a look on F10. Yeah, my DCS has just gone completely apeshit. I'm going to just kill the process. Let's try that again. One 3/4 of the way to President Niels accidentally hits me. You could not predict that. You could not yeah, you could. Oh, Undead, come on. We know by now that kind of shit is textbook. Textbook. This is nothing compared to Star Citizen. We're not even losing anything. This is nothing compared to Star Citizen. That's all you need to tell yourself. Star Citizen, we endured so much more. And lost so much more. For so little progress. Now it is. Now it is. Because they put a load of safeguards in place to not piss people off. That was weird. I've not had a client freeze like that for a while. Ever. Just got to remember the Tarkov mantra. Nothing's actually yours. Just, it's your turn at the moment. And it might be someone else's turn in 5 minutes. Clearly there is a running theme, though, with client instability. I'm wondering when Bill's client is going to crash one way or another, if it hasn't already. I was clearing bloody units. That one. I want to have a look at the map now to see what's going on. Uh-oh. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. That's not very nice. Did I spawn? Yeah, I did. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. See what kind of a mess we're in. We have C-130 southbound and an F-14 on intercept. We have 109s flying around here. Where's the A-20s gone? A-20s have buggered off and landed, of course they have. Are they going to come back up though? That's the question. Or are they all just parking? Looks like they're parking, for crying out loud. At the very least, they're supposed to land and rearm and come back up again, but I've never ever got an AI unit to successfully do that. And they're going to get into a loggerhead here because he's trying to take off and he's trying to land, and they're going to get stuck about there. Well, at least it keeps them away from the airfield. Keeps them busy. Wow, look at that. Look how long it took those textures to load in. Clearly I've got a problem. I still have to do a bloody verify or something. Is that max? Really? Didn't think it was. Perhaps it is. Okay. Right, I need to reposition my head again because I can't see over the top of my glasses. So we'll just do that. Okay. Oh shit, that wasn't the one I've just... Oh shit, what have I turned on? Don't think I needed that after it. Is that one? I thought I was changed. That's what I was expecting to turn around. Right. Let's do that. Oops. I gotta get in the bloody air again. Take that down to 45 because no. Is it about there? That should be right. 46. Okay, so we need to take that down to 45. Okay, that should be right.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
Right, CDU, nav ready. That one. Do it all again. Can I remember what it was? No. Was it 4243? 4345? 4245? Christ knows. This is why I can't remember numbers. Let's go back here. Right, at least I've marked them. Look at that. Whose bright idea was that, eh? And there they are. So there are points of danger, and we've got maybe 1. Four, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 694. Shit. Just fucked that up. Because I didn't press that. Fuck's sake. Well, it's only buggered up. It's only buggered up my initial point, so we can correct that more than likely. So the next one is 04444 in there. Right.
Refueling complete.
So if I hit that one, so that's my steer point. That one. Now what I don't know is how to interrogate my steer point list, my waypoint list, to go back and edit a previous one. What are we on here? Other. Position. Don't care. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. We know where the airfield is because we've got stuff. Rearming is complete. Fine. We can very quickly click on there. I would normally do this through my screen, but we do that instead. We're doing that. Set that to 6.9. Right, we're done with that now. And turn TGP on, get that started. We do a load all. Set our radio up. Start second engine. No. Right, we can turn that one off. That's uncaged. APU's off. We've got the right amount of fuel. I'll just put that down there. We'll turn the lights on. Put that. Okay. This can't be, yeah. One, 2, 4, check.
Double axle.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks. Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Oh shit. Right. Turn on those well. reset that. What?
Oh,
Why
yeah,
is it not? There
you
we
said
go.
about that. You ran him into the ground. Like it. Well done. Being economical with your bullets.
Am I clear to take off, runway?
Yeah, runway clear. I'm sorry, my last transmission was actually meant for my stream, of course. Sorry.
It's all good.
So I think I might head down to those 109s.
Roger that. I'm just working on clearing the ground a little bit for undead return.
Copy that.
God damn it, why isn't the Eek still working? Oh shit, okay. I wonder if it's ill stream running. It should be in low quality as auto. Oh shit, that's why. Oh, okay. I've got to pause build stream because it's caning my machine on the decode. What have I missed? Why is there no nav data? I've forgotten to do something, clearly. I've done something wrong. Right, so where's the units we were shooting at? Down there. So first port of call is going to be just to remove that last BTR, which is what we were trying to line up on before.
Yeah, stream up as well. I'll just have it turned down a bit.
Oh, okay.
Where is he? There.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
So that set of units is sorted. I'm going to do a quick circle because what I would look at, I'm going to go down to the far end of the airfield, come back along this line, so we're looking down there towards the bridge, which will line us up for a handful of the shulkers. So we want to go full pelt.
What's your fort check?
2-4.
Hey, what's up?
Hey Joe, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad.
That's nice. I'm in the high today, just do some practice.
Roger that. With the rockets on that one, we can load out a reasonable amount, but there's only 100 in stock generally. So when it starts getting low, might need to either think about Logi to top it up, because we've moved the 109s and the A20s away from the airfield. They don't get shot over the airfield anymore, which means Larry and Gary can't pick up the loot boxes and restock the airfield as readily as they used to be able to. So we're now back into a situation where potentially we run out of supplies until I can make a minor change to the code where server resets will persist the stock levels of the warehouse. So it's just something you want to bear in mind, rather than going sort of full load with rockets. Just be mindful how many you're loading out, and when you realise you start getting low, just let people that do Logi know, or if you do Logi yourself. I don't specifically know what you do in and out. But it's just something you need to bear in mind, that's all.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't think I'll be taking a whole lot of rockets today. Can you do, like, how does the transport, like, logistics from the vessel work?
You can fly down there. Sorry, I just needed to set up my view a second. You can fly down there and either the C-130, or you can take a helicopter down there like the Chinook or the MI-8 and do dynamic cargo and bring a can back like that.
I think you kind of broke up there.
Figures. No. No. Alright, sorry. Fighting with multiple MFDs, multiple shifted button mappings and whatever else. You can take any of the helicopters down to Beslan and do dynamic cargo, or if you've got the C-130, you can use the C-130 cargo loading. Undead is currently on his way down there doing a run for the rockets that the MiG uses, which I believe are different from the ones that you use, though.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing that in the Hind because I saw there's like a load and unload there, and I thought that would be interesting.
Yeah, all of the helicopters that have internal storage now have been enabled for dynamic cargo. So the MI-8, Hind, QE, I think that's it. I don't think the Gazelle's got internal.
So you basically just fly down the Beslan and you can just load whatever you need and then fly back and then unload it here?
Pretty much, yeah. You can select as much as there is to select from. Create it, and it will create a cargo container behind your aircraft with so you build your container first, and then you select the container and load it on, and it will appear inside your helicopter, and then you use the unload button to place it somewhere on the airfield at Mosdock, and then it's like there's a timer that runs, and I think it's every second or so, so it might persist behind you when you unload it for a moment, but then it will disappear and it will update the stock quantity at Mosdock.
Okay, maybe I'll try that later.
Okay.
Is there like a limit, and like is there how like will the cargo like add weight to your chopper?
It does indeed, yes.
Okay, interesting.
Did my last shop here? I don't know.
Heading back from Beslan.
Roger that. don't think it hit. And that's no helping. Oh, fuck off. Oh, 2 away. I think we might be too close though. Because I have got no idea where that's going. Yeah, that's going nowhere where we want it. I'm now dangerously close. Shit. And I realise I'm hitting the wrong units as well, so that's good.
I just collided with another Mi-24 and I did like no damage.
Shh, don't tell anyone. They'll change it. I wonder if I can get to the map.
Yep, I just saw shots. Nice.
CDU input error. What? There we go. So, see if we can put in one on the fly. Literally 4350 476 476 there, and then 4443 4443 897. Okay, didn't like that. 4 4 4 3 8 9 7. Into go. It does not like going to that, does it?
Is he showing us destroyed?
Oh, I have to do it by eye instead.
It's him flying up, he's smoking.
You seem to break off.
Wait, where am I?
I think I spoke over you. You seemed to break off. I just wondered if he was, from your point of view, whether he was actually destroyed.
Okay. I ain't got time to be pretty about this one. So, come off of them. Fuck off. Yeah. Two by the tree line by the road. Don't know why it didn't like that. Those coordinates.
His engine's failed.
Perhaps I can't do it.
Well, no, his
In the
engine's
air.
failed, but chances are he will pancake and you will not get credited, so you need to shoot him and destroy him. That's a kill, however you look at it. That's a kill. Nice. Awesome. One each.
Pull up, pull up.
Take them out completely.
Oh, fuck off.
Geez, I'm getting a lot of internal reflection on the
Shit.
canopy. I think I need to. That adjustment must have been lost.
Son of a... What is going on with this fucking
I'm
game?
a bit low on ammo. There's a couple more coming in right now.
Oh, they just
Oh,
shot
I
down
see
the
'em.
8s.
Yeah, okay.
109s. 109s will respawn on death.
Yeah, copy that. Lay you down.
Final landing sequence.
Roger that, I'm to the east, northeast, taking those ground units out that got you in previous times. If only I could find where I was bombing. There they are. Why can I not change my view now? Jeez. That might be enough. That might well be enough. There he is. Might want to run a bit tighter. I see you. I didn't realise you were that close. Not sure if any of that will hit.
Pull up, pull up.
I'm flying here, not you.
Altitude, pull up, pull up.
Fuck. This might miss. Oh shit, I fucked it up. Fucked it up. Son of a bitch. God damn it. Did I get more then? I think I did. I did. All clear. And hopefully undead. Okay, undead is there. I'm not gonna follow him in necessarily until he gets close to the airfield. Undead, just for the record, landed that C-130 last night with the tip of his wing missing, bucking left and right like a son of a gun. Nailed it. It was awesome to watch. Unfortunately, my stream took a shit at that point, and half of the landing was corrupted. And you didn't get to see it on stream, but it was absolutely amazing to watch. Right, I'm going to risk it We're about, what, 20 seconds from airfield. Interesting. You turned off? Going too fast? Oh shit. Oh shit. His game crashed. His game crashed. That's a shit. That's a shit. Alright, because Undead has been putting in so much effort on the C-130, I ain't going to put some effort in on the C-130. Yeah, I get you. That was a game crash, yeah. Yep. The latest, or this current version of DCS seems to be slightly less stable than right. Yeah, well, alright. I'm switching over, so the ground is now clear so that the approach is okay, at least. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no worries, dude. No worries. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Let's see if my machine will let me remember how to do this. Youch. Wow. Yeah. This might get iffy. I might have to switch to the helicopter, actually. To the Chinook. So that I know what rockets... I know you're already on. Okay, no worries. Because I get the impression I am not... Well, for a start, I'm not entirely sure if I can remember how to start this. Let's pause head tracker, make it a little bit smoother. APU is on that side, that much I remember. APU is... God damn it, that's the APU fire. Where's that? No. If I can't remember enough about this quite fast enough, I'm just going to skip it and I'll do Chinook, because that one I can at least remember. I did that the other night. Albeit I'm crashing it. Where? Prop control. Nah, fuck it. It's taking too long. Let's just get it done. No, I don't want it. I'll maybe have a look at that offline, just so I'm a little bit fresher, but I've flown that about twice. And it's just it's going to be too painful to for anyone watching, basically, just to watch me try and remember how the hell to start it up and whatever else. So if I could remember where the Chinook is. Oh. I'm getting nervous about the twitching at the bottom of the screen. Ah, okay, at least it came back. I'm getting nervous about the bottom of the twitching at the bottom of the screen, so that could be indicating I'm going to have an impending issue. Down is on. What does it say at the top? Oh, generator. Okay, so test is the top. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why does that keep coming up at the bottom? I'm going to get a client crash, I can feel it. Again. There's a suspicious lack of noise. Alright, but it's running. Sure, I should be making more noise than that. Let's do that. Okay, fair enough. Is it VHF? Yeah, VHF. Oh god, it's so slow. Come on. Oh. Oh, no, it's just starting to go. Oh, it's 35, not 25. No? What the fuck? Oh, what is going on in my track with my thumbstick now?
All right, swapping aircraft, going to Mosquito, so lose comms briefly.
Roger that. Something's not right. I've done it again, haven't I? I haven't put the engine to ground start. Okay. So let's have a look at how we're doing on the airfield supplies. We have a considerable amount of sidewinders actually. Rockets was one that Undead was using, and they're going to be what? 400. Unless he was close enough on the airfield and that stuff unloaded. That'd be pretty cool if that's the case. Because he was right on there. Where did the containers... No, they're the containers there. Perhaps they did. Yeah, so we've had a few aircraft crashing over the airfield or being shot down over the airfield. Which is odd. Maybe things blowing up on the airfield? One would have been an undead. No, because that's within... It would have been outside of that line. I actually don't know why or how we have so many ordnance that is not being consumed. That's the AGM 65. That'll be the ones I was using. Two, 41. Who was that? That was... Who just... MI-24. So if Air Joe just spawned in, that must have taken the jet fuel? Guess so. Okay, well I'll go and get some fuel at the very least. Keep that topped up. I think I just fucked up, didn't I? I just lost all of my electrics. CPU is on. I know. I just turned it on because you told me it was on. I turned it off, and then everything else went off. Let's turn those off. Those on. Turn that one off. No. What the hell? It's not generating power. There's some weird shit going on tonight. Unless I need to go to there. Yes, that is because I need to go to there. So now if I do that, there we go. And that, there we go. Not that one. Not actually fussed about that, to be honest. I actually wanted it half and half, but I can't remember how to set that up. So... There we go, so we're there, we're going to go down to there. One, two, four, check.
Copy that, next door, copy me.
Yep, receiving.
Thank you.
Radio check for me as well.
All clear. Roger that, and Joe. I don't know if Bill responded at the same time or.
I was talking to Stream, sorry, I've missed something. Can you repeat that for me?
Sorry, Joe was just looking for a radio check, and I wasn't sure if when I gave him a check if we had spoken, but clearly not.
Oh, okay, I didn't respond.
Well, in either case, we can hear him.
Okay, cool.
Right, so the usual rules apply. Head to the smoke, turn south, keep going. Now, if anyone in chat that regularly flies the Chinook could let me know, because I know it's there, but I can't remember what it's called. ED enabled something for the Chinook that made control input a lot more sensitive than it used to be, and I can't remember what it was called. And a lot of people are saying unless people turn it on, they might have a lot of instability. Now, I don't think I've got a lot of instability, but occasionally it seems to... it sort of stays stable, and then all of a sudden something goes out of sync and it goes very unstable. I managed to catch it and pull it back, and then it's stable for a bit, and then it goes out of sync and it goes crazy. So I'm not sure if the thing that's causing that is the new thing that Eagle Dynamics enabled that I have not switched on, because I can't remember what it is, I can't turn it on, so I don't know. So if any of you watching happen to know what that particular feature is, please do chuck it in chat, and I will see if I can, if it makes any difference. Now we are going moderately level. When we get away from these trees, I'm just going to poke Bob. Like that. There you go. Now I can have a drink. Oh, that's better. Try not to flap my head around too much. Now, where have we got to go? So we're about 1/5 of the way there? 1/5 of the way there? And there's power cables. I think we should just be about okay. We'll soon know, won't we? Yeah, we're right. Is my altitude descending? It does appear to be. Oh no, it's stable. It feels like we're descending.
Right, Ghetto, radio check, you copy?
We are not at 700 feet. We are going down. That's barometric, so we are not on radar altitude. No, see, it's just changed. Oh yeah, because it's barometric. So, how do I change that to radar out? What is that? Oh, it failed. Right, so if this number starts going down...
Yeah, copy, copy, copy.
Although now I'm going stupidly slow, so that's not going to work either.
Oh, I just successfully picked up a Dave in between some trees. I'm happy with that.
Nice.
It's easy in the hide because you can't break your rotor off like in the Huey.
Does that mean that the hind rotors clip through it, clip through the trees, or just because the helicopter is taller?
Well, the trees weren't really the problem. There was enough distance. I almost got trapped in there, but I could kind of like taxi out of it before I took off. But like when I usually play the Huey, I just always, I just break the rotor off.
Ah, gotcha.
Or like recently, like I've had a couple times where the guy just doesn't get in, but this time he went right in and was good.
Yeah, not getting in, I'm still trying to work out why that is. That only occurs under certain circumstances. We had to restart the mission earlier on, which tends to reset whatever that circumstance is, so just after a mission reset is the perfect time for CISA.
Okay, nice.
At least currently, I don't intend for there to be, I want to clear that bug off. I don't like the fact that it's there, it's just... I tend to end up task switching between different things on the mission, so it's like a round robin really, whichever one is most critical at the time.
Yeah. So when you like bring these guys back, what does the morale do?
When you are pulling in cargo containers, the loot containers, as opposed to dynamic cargo, doesn't have any effect on that, but the loot containers are affected by the morale in as much. So if a loot container is 100% health and it's got 700 whatevers on it, if morale is 100% or higher, you'll get all of the cargo container. If it's below 100% or below 1, then morale will start to eat away a little bit out of the amount of resource you retrieve.
I see, okay.
This helicopter is a lot more stable than last night, I'm happy to report. I've probably just screwed myself over saying that, but there you go. Good evening those joining, I do appreciate you dropping in on the stream. It's a little bit more sedate from when we started. We're just doing a little bit of a supply run down to Beslan. Although actually going down to Beslan we don't need to do now because
Okay, I'm going to go for the BTRs on the bridge. I've actually put a circle, I've put an orange circle on the map. South of the airfield. I don't know, Ghetto, I don't know what you're going to be up to. You got rockets on board there?
I do.
Okay, well I'm going to go and hit the, well if you fancy doing the same, I'm not very good with rockets, so the chances are, with all my rockets used, there'll still be targets for you to go for. So I'm going to go for the BTRs that are on that bridge, and then you can follow up with your rockets and we'll probably finish them off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so the reason we were coming down to Beslan acts as a safety net. There is an issue, as far as I'm concerned, and it's raised on DCS forums, with the warehouse. So a warehouse, when you query it through the scripting, will return you the quantity for the item you've requested. So if it's got 99, it returns 99. If it's got 1, it returns 1. If there's 0, it says, I don't know what that item is. Never heard of it. Because so instead of it going to 0, effectively it's gone to nil or null. And then the warehouse is no longer aware of that ordnance type. At that point, it doesn't matter how many loot box containers we bring in, because the scripting engine is become unaware of the ordnance, it can't restock it. So we have to go, when something drops to 0, we have to go down to Beslan and pick up at least 1, although we tend to pick up about 100, of whatever item has hit 0, in order to put that, to re-enable the resupply through the cargo system that I wrote. It's a bit unfortunate that Egodynamics has completely ignored it. And the irony is that for a short time, it worked. It never used to, then it worked, and then I guess they rolled something back and rolled that change along with it, and it's not working again, and it hasn't worked since. So it's a bit of a bugger. Now, Beslan should be around here somewhere. And I always struggle to find it. Probably because of my draw distance. Whoa, oh shit, what did I just press? I had to look at the actual map to find out where I am. Where's Beslan? Oh wow, it's well in front of us. Well in front of us. It is in front of us. Why did I think we were on top of it?
Sahara takeoff.
I'm actually going to zoom this one in. Can I have
You
them?
say airy takeoff.
You can't have independent zooms. That's dumb.
Well, You got airborne.
Admittedly, we are also slow boating it a little bit. We could probably go a little bit faster as we've been talking and not concentrating.
Okay, I'm gonna head to the bridge.
I feel like I'm going incredibly slow, even for this helicopter. Ow, frames.
Okay, I'm turning onto the road for the bridge. I'll leave you to chat. Yeah, sorry, that was not meant for the radio, it was meant for the...
It's just all popped in.
Okay, so that's 2 meteors destroyed. 2 remaining.
What I will do is,
I took some
when
damage
we've
from...
got back to Mosdock, with this load, I'll switch out to the MI8, I think. We'll do a little bit of sling load just to tidy up any boxes that are kicking around, which will also do a little bit of an exercise of the sling load of the cargo retrieval system. And then we can go back to blowing things up, probably. If I don't crash before then. You can't get the original information back, I don't think. Well, so if you can, I don't know how. Although he's got it over there, so... I'm probably going to do a couple of loops like that because I'm going way too fast now. My approaches are not the best. I think we'll try and land on the grass actually so we don't inadvertently foul any spawn slots. Oh, stop it. Good enough. Right, now, can I remember what mapping it was that we set to open the doors? Apparently not. Oh, yes we can. Wasn't that one, it was these two on my index and middle finger. On there. You know what, I'm damn sure I set those last night. I am freaking sure I set those last night.
Okay, folks, it looks as though my transmit got stuck on, so if you guys had radio issues, that would have been my fault, because the radio transmit was stuck in the on position until I respawned.
Oh man. Alright, no worries, didn't notice. I think it's ramp, was it? Oh, for God's sake. Ramp. Hydraulics. It's not that. Oh, that one. Did I not set the mapping? I didn't set the mapping. Okay. Let's put that to there then, and we'll do yellow throttle.
134 radio clip course there.
Ooh. Oh, now I've unloading. Do that one. Right, that one. Okay, now we can talk to Air Joe. 124, Air Joe. I'm not sure what unit you're in, but could you ping me on Discord with that, because we can't understand what you're saying, and there is now a confirmed bug for that issue on a number of modules. So whichever one you're in, it'd be really interesting to know what it is. There we go. Right, so we go rearm. Then we make a cargo button, and then we make a new cargo box. We want to grab some, no, not fuel. We want jet fuel, and we want to take 100. Uh, 20. Oh my god. Is that going to put us overweight? No, just within weight. Jesus. Just overweight, maybe. Can we load it? 200? No, that's not a good idea, is it? That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea at all. Let's rethink that. Okay. Oh, look at that. We've managed to duplicate. But Beslan has infinite fuel anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that was 100, and that was like crazy rich here. Why does it say 9? Why does it say 9? Has he got something remembered? No. No. Aircraft we can ignore, miscellaneous. Right, so it's all set to nothing. So what happens when we type in here then? So we do 50 this time, if I can find 5. So that's 11, oh my god. 5 tons, I asked for 100 tons. That's 11,000 pounds, what? What? We can go to 15, can't we? So we can maybe get 6? 7? There we go. And do that. That's 15. How much if we load that one? Okay. Oh, Spain. Spanish, there we go. Right, so that's odd. Right, so we got that. So now we can close and head back. That waypoint is well off, isn't it?
Taking off 26 knots off in the system.
Now, the question is, did Joe ping me? He did. Awesome. Thank you, Joe. The F4U, the American one, of course. Okay. Joe, many thanks for that. The F4U. There are 2 variants of that, isn't there? I think there are one variant the radio is completely stuffed, and I think that's the variant you're in. And the other one, when it's fine. If you want to be understood, and I know you're about to take off because I managed to work out that much from your transmission. If you want to be understood, the other variant is probably the one to go for. But I will add whatever variant you are currently in to the bug report. Let's get rid of that because I've given me the cursor. So it's just to the south. Just to the south of the dot, really. Ooh. That's a bit cheeky. How you doing, dude? That means we've got to finish the one that Summer redeemed. God damn it. How dare you? No, hang on. Yes, it was undead, sorry. Yeah, I can tell you're absolutely heartbroken, undead. The trauma in your typing. Oh shit, I've clicked off DCS. The trauma in your typing is palpable. Oh shit, it's doing that weird thing again. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Okay, let's... Okay. See, that's what I was talking about. Anyone watching, if they can tell me what the thing is that does the thing, more or less, let me know. I didn't just empty the glass. That's a complete lie. So I just flew down to Beslan to pick up some fuel, and as it turns out, not that we needed it, because I got myself confused as to what we needed, and I didn't need to come down here for it all, but I thought fuck it, I'll do it anyway. And got to Beslan, selected my cargo, typed in 100, so I wanted 100 tons, and it generated a box of 250,000 pounds of fuel. And my helicopter kind of sank into the map when I loaded it, so I thought I better unload it really, and use a different amount. It did make it a little bit awkward on the weight side of things. Getting about a lot over my maximum carry capacity. You need to straighten up. The upside is there's now a rocket for your MiGs, if you were going to fly again. Ah, fair enough. Far away am I, for God's sake? Oh shit. I wish I paid attention to where the where it was when I took off. I mean, I know it's more stock, but those lines on the map are well off. I think it's just a little bit above the red dot. What is that flickering at the bottom of the screen? What speed am I going at, for God's sake? 150, so we're not going as slow as usual. I think once we get over this rise, we should be seeing the smoke that is in Mosdock, and that gives us our visual cue. Should be pretty much in front. There we go. Look at that, just by the windscreen wiper. That. We want to fly directly towards that, because if... Actually, for the moment, if you go up this way, it's all... Actually, no, it's not clear, so we do need to fly directly towards that. If we go too far that way, then there are some rather nasty ZSUs in one of those towns. So, we fly towards the smoke. And we're pretty much we're on a bit of a home straight here. So we don't need to worry about the hills.
We could be the...
Oh. I was about to turn my TGP off, but it's not a TGP, it's a window. Mostly because I haven't got a TGP. Getting tired. It's 2:30 in the morning. Alright, so there's our dot. So if we zoom this in now, that must be the road that we're flying power. I don't know what that dotted line is. That's normally railway tracks, isn't it? Or is it power lines? It's neither, either case. I mean, that's a road, but there's no train tracks, there's no power lines on this particular area. Oh, actually, there is the... where are they? There. That's a different line completely. I think that's the black line, not the dotted line. I need to quickly. What is Air Joe in the 1D? Shit. Where's Air Joe? Ooh, crap. No. I need to know specifically what one is in. Going way too fast again. Perfect. Well, kind of perfect, mostly perfect. It's alright. Right. No, not that one. Right, let's have a quick look at where Joe is. There he is. So he's in the F4U1D. He's in the F4U1D. Okay. Now, what is the variant? What's the other variant of that? Let's unload. Nope. So how much fuel we got now? 41.4. And we're going to unload. Cargo bay is not ready. Oh, details. Just because I didn't open it. There we go. What did I say? 41.4. 43. And I did 7. What? The maths do not work. Technically, we asked for 7 tons of fuel. Got £15,000, but only 2 tons went into here. Have we got any cargo containers? Which one is more effective? We have got a lot. Got a whole bunch down there. We could grab the we could do a run in the MI8. Which one is closer? Maybe that one. Are these loot boxes? They are loots. Alright, I'm going to reslot. I'm going to jump into the MI8 because we haven't sat in the MI8 for quite a while, actually. We need to garner some favour from Scopsins. Why isn't it reslotting me? Pretty sure I said okay. Oh, of course. MI8, which is that one. We've got to click on it. Now, size. Hopefully, if we don't get a client crash. There we go. It's not saying we won't anyway. Right. Let's jump over to let's jump over to C2. Then jump over to here. Then I pull everything down into neutral positions. I'm going to start. Yes. Done it again. Done it again. Oh, no, not that one. That one. Now this is possibly going to be a bad set of runs, because I can feel my fatigue. I've stopped at a few already. Just slowing down. So we've done that lot. Seat 2. Turn those on. Down. And we are ready, I believe. No. To those, we got to do that one as well. Okay. Oh, and the radio. So sit over to Mr. Middleman and sort that out. Radio needs to go up there. Also, that one up. On the volume. We'll throw both of those up. And we don't need gunners, I don't believe. 1, 2, 4, check.
Yeah, copy Laxor.
Okay, I'm just going to do a couple of lodgy runs for cargo boxes around Mosdock. Take it up to 3 o'clock maybe.
Yeah, copy that. I'm doing alright, so I'm happy to stick around for a little while. Another 20 minutes is good.
So it turns out that they're not the ones I was looking at were not the
Yeah,
closest.
20 minutes is good.
Okay. So we'll go down to the bottom there. Oh, okay. I'm definitely feeling my my tiredness levels, so we'll see how this one goes. But we'll be picking up from around here. That one keeps me out of is it Panda? I can't remember what name I saw flying around.
Right. 10. Forward. In position. You are hooked.
Got it.
Take tension.
So we were going to convert this into fuel, so we need to take this up to the, unfortunately, far factory right at the east end of the runway without, oh shit.
The load is swinging side to side.
Yeah, alright, need to slow down, gotta slow down.
Load is hanging steady. The load is swinging side to side. 10. The load is swinging side to side. 10. The load is swinging side to side. 10.
A little bit on the high side.
Load is hanging steady.
By about 200 feet.
The load is swinging side to side. Turn. The load is swinging side to side. Turn. The load is swinging side to side. Turn.
Now this one we're going to drop it inside the ring that's sort of implied by the gas canisters there.
Side to side. Turn.
We do not want to go below about 20 feet.
Load is hanging steady.
Make sure it's still there. That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? Now that we are getting close, I can... Oh fuck. They've changed the mapping. They've broken out. Oh, you sots. Cable release button is not... Oh no, hang on. Is it that one? That one? There we go. Phew. Okay, I'll let them off. I'll let them off. Okay, so my cable release button safety is up, which means I don't want to go below 20. I don't want to go below 20 feet at this point. I want to be inside the ring before I do that. It's basically between those canisters and the building. And with cable sling loading, you want to be doing it as slow as you can. You touch it down and you try and not move. Let the cable go slack without the cargo moving, because it is very prone to desync. Very prone. So now we kill the power. Oh, sorry, cable slack. Ah, you see your shit. It's done it again, and it's broken. Now that was a really gentle. That was really gentle, and it still did it. I don't think that's going to process. No fuel to process because it's a broken container. Also didn't remove the Didn't remove the item. Where's the nearest one to us now? Be over there. We do one more. See if we can get a good lift. Well, no, see if we can get a good drop. The lift has been fine. One road, two road. One road. Is it there? Quite possibly. No. But now that we're close, we'll probably get smoke. There. This one doesn't work, we'll probably call it. Well, it's coming up to 3 AM. I'll probably call it either way, I just would prefer it if it did work.
Right. 10.
Oh, oh. Concentration is starting to suffer.
Forward. 10. In position. You are hooked. Take tension. Take the line is tight. is swinging side to side, 10. The load is swinging side to side, 10.
Check air, Joe.
The load is swinging side
Check.
to side, 10.
Hey,
Oh, why is it swinging? Why is it swinging so badly? The fuck was that? What the hell was that? That was perfectly fucking level. God damn it. Have you got anything easy reach?
19, turn engaged for landing on 0, mate. Spitfire field.
Yeah, that's how you doing, buddy.
Check.
Check, check. I haven't VRS'd in this for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know what caused that last one though. We were flying dead level and straight, and the cable still snapped. It was like the cargo container just went ape shit on us. Gotta go this way. Somewhere around there, actually. Yeah, I see that. I was sort of watching with interest around Steggy and the Spitfire control issue. Certainly is a bizarre one. That is right where we want to be as well, honestly. Me being stupid, right. So our boxes are around here somewhere. Steam it. I'm trying to think if I know anyone that has the Spitfire and Steam. I think Warhawk uses a Steam edition and has a Spitfire, but does not have issues as exhibited by Steggy. Where's the smoke? Are we in range already? I thought we were in range here. Maybe not. Oh, there is. I keep wanting to say, like, I know he's not got DUF input on the stick because it works okay in other modules. But I would love to see a screenshot of his control surfaces in the Spitfire. When his stick is neutral, because it sounds like potentially the control surfaces might be neutral when the stick is neutral, but then the input is being multiplied. Which kind of my first port call might be, this is a really shit. There is no way I can get that. There might be a what's the slider? There's a slider on the axes you can do that dampens down the input rate.
Okay, folks, 21 copying me. It's just gone 3 o'clock AM for me, so I'm thinking I'm going to fault it. Not now.
alright, see you, Bill, that's fine.
We'll reinstall it.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing similar. I'm just going to try and get one more container and then I'll probably call it as well.
Yeah, copy that. I might just view for a little while.
Okay, well, in theory, it should be very slow and very sedate.
Yep.
Is it the curve? Because you got the dead zone. You've got. It is the curves. But I thought there was a specific word on that screen. I wonder if I can be really, really cavalier. Ready? Let's be silly. That. Or axis. Let's be really silly. That. Axis tune. Curvature. Okay, yeah, it's the curvature. Yeah. So if he check what the curvature is. Sorry, I just had a complete mental block on what that word was. If you check the curvature, and if it's set to 0, I thought I did that quite well actually. I thought that was all right. If that was 0, then maybe he needs to set that to. Well, although I don't like their channel so much now, Grim Reapers, their default stance was set it to something like 13 or 15, to dampen off that middle section until you get used to the module, and then sort of tweak it down or up, situation dependent. Can't find the bloody thing now. I'm gonna have to release that. I'm gonna have to release that one because there's no way I would have been able to get that.
Back to a copy.
Roger.
Is DCS American or Russian?
Oh dear. The underlying core code is Russian. It is registered to a Swiss company registry, although they have, I believe, developers all over the place, and they do have some Russian developers. Hopefully you got that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was just relating that to Stargate on my stream here. It's the one that's got the issues with the climbing.
Yeah, I was just talking to Atlas about that. It's although I've been sort of keeping my eye on the conversation a little bit, I wasn't able to follow all of it, but it sort of suggests to me something to do with the curves maybe, and if the control surfaces are neutral when the stick is neutral, then maybe when he's moving the stick, the control surface input is being multiplied, or it's more aggressive than you would anticipate. So maybe adding a curvature of 15 or so to the to the pitch axes, that might dampen out the input a little bit to get used to it, and then you can sort of tweak per circumstance after that.
Yeah, but we're also considering the possibility that his Spitfire module is corrupt, so that when he flies, the module thinks, although it's not showing graphically, the module thinks he's got his flaps permanently down.
Doesn't the nose in the Spitfire go down when the flaps are down there?
When you take off, if you take off with flaps down, it noses up. And I think that's a lot of his issue, because you've got to take off before you can fly. So I think a lot of his issue is that.
Well, if it's on Steam, that's an easy enough thing to do. Just do a game verify. Where the hell is this cargo container?
just did a run on the insurgency area and I had 6 JDAMs and I just killed like everything in one pass.
Nice.
Down again, very fine. Sorry, I might have walked all over you then, because apparently Steggy has done again very fine.
Right. In that case, yeah, maybe if the game verifier is not coming up as anything's wrong with the files, then that would suggest it is not corrupt. When we was talking to Atlas, was maybe saying that because it's Steam there's an issue, but I think Warhawk has got the Spitfire and he's on Steam and he does not have that issue. So I'd definitely have a look at the curvature on the axes, and even if it's set to 0 and everything looks great, in the short term, maybe it's not a long-term fix, but in the short term, just to get in the air, utilize the curvature and put that to like a positive 13, positive 15, because then that might, if it is the flaps, you would notice it because of the speed. And although I'm not saying it isn't the flaps, without taking off and getting an idea of how fast you're flying, then who knows what the flaps are doing. But if you get in the air and your speed is consistent for a boost 8 with 2700 on the RPM, then that would imply the flaps are not down, and then you can just use the curvature to maybe just tone down the input of the controls.
Sorry to interrupt here, but I was on Steam and I had to spit, but I think if you just put a curve, that should probably help you out, but maybe it's something else, I don't know.
Well, a lot of the modules do benefit from a slight curve, certainly when you first pick them up, but then you just tweak that down as you get used to the module.
Yeah, I always put a pretty significant curve just to help, and then maybe a little bit of a dead zone, because the H56 can be a little bit weird.
I cannot find this box.
Okay, so Steg is saying that he flies level at 200 miles an hour, and it'll fly okay with keyboard, but as soon as he touches the stick in any direction, it noses up.
Yeah, so that kind of sounds like I'd put a curvature of 15 on the pitch axis, and as Air Joe was saying, maybe a dead zone on the pitch axis as well, of maybe a 3, just to neutralize out the sensitivity around 0.
Copy that. Once again, I'll check that Steggy has got that.
See, even. Right, I'm flying around in circles here. So one's right by the road.
Steg says done. Dead zones of 10 on pitch and roll, and it still climbs.
Yeah, but the dead zone is just leveling out any sensitivity around stick dead center. So you want to apply a curvature on the pitch of about 15.
Okay, stand by.
I just see the question there about just the pitch. Potentially yes, but even I know you're saying it doesn't matter what you do with the stick in any direction it goes nose up. Change one thing at a time rather than half a dozen things, because then otherwise you never know which made the difference.
Yeah.
Wait, by the road. This is by the road. There it is. Oh my god, that's even worse. I've got less chance of getting that one than the previous one. Bloody hell. Alright, let's go further into the danger zone. There's going to be some more in there. Also, I would presume that if you're on the ground, because you don't need to fly to test this, if you're on the ground and you hit W, I presume W is your pitch up, then you're going to get a full deflection on your elevators. If you then touch the stick, do you also see full deflection on the elevators? Oh shit. Okay.
Are you looking at the chat now, Alexa?
On and off. Yeah, I can sort of glance over every now and again. It's I see the last.
Yeah, copy, because obviously Stig is hearing what you're saying on the stream.
Yeah, sure. Where the hell are these boxes?
Got that. I.e. the things you were just saying.
Yeah, is that, I presume that's newly added as opposed to already there? From the curvature perspective, I know you're saying that already had the dead zone. Did that give me a
I think I might have spoken over you then, and I think you said I might have fallen off your key at the end as well.
I see that you're saying got that. I presume that was either meaning confirming that he had just done it, therefore about to be tested, or confirming that it was there already. Okay, yeah, I would don't do free flight. Just spawn in on a cold start. You don't cold and dark, because you don't need power to test the control surfaces.
Stand by. I'm just going to read last message.
God damn it! Everything is under a bloody tree. Let me just zoom in. Where's my house? Oh god, we're not going to survive this.
Okay.
Oh, we have to survive this.
Message to that was I can only fly in free flight at the moment. The movement of the stick seems to sync perfect to the graphical movement of the control surface.
Right, okay. But I would definitely compare. So with the curvature in place and a cold dark start, pressing W is going to give you a full deflection. S is going to give you a full opposite deflection. So that gives you your min maxes for your sink and lift. Then if you just with the curvature at 15, positive 15, not negative 15, then very slowly move the stick forward or backwards, and look at how the elevator travels. Is it a consistent, smooth increment, or does it start off slow, which in theory it should now because you put the curvature on, and then basically snap to 100%. In fact, if with a curvature, doesn't that? No. So you should see a very slow movement, very close to center, and then it would be an accelerated or multiplied movement as it goes towards the stick extreme.
Actually, I'll come in on that as well. A point you mentioned was move the stick very slowly or very gently. Bear in mind, Stick, that the Spitfire was known to be extremely sensitive. Like, you only had to think which way you wanted to go, and it would do it. So if you're, is it possible that, although you said it's like a 1 millimetre movement causes an issue, am I remembering that right? 1 millimetre movement of the stick causes you to nose up violently, is that right? Okay. Yeah. So even a 1 millimetre movement, it's not just to do with the spit being sensitive, because even a 1 millimetre movement of the stick, he's got the same as me. 1 millimetre movement of the stick causes it to violently nose up.
But that was before the curvature. That was before adding a curvature. Excuse me, shit.
I've got a wildly effective curvature, and mine's alright.
No, but if you take off your curvature, then it will make a fair amount of difference, won't it?
I'm going to take a look at what I've got.
I don't know what direction I'm flying. Where am I going? You know what? I've just realised I don't have a map in this. Where's Barry gone? Did he fall out? Where's my compass? That should tell me. Ah, there we go. There's my stop. Right, it's now 3:20 in the morning. We've got no boxes, it's in easy reach. They're all in trees, so that kind of puts a dampener on that one. We've got no other boxes around. Now, of course, when I look, there's fucking millions of them. Although none of them are close to the
yeah,
fuel.
I've just brought my settings up for Steve to look at. What I have for pitch, he had the same settings.
So what is yours?
The curve. Hold on, let me go back.
Yeah, see, without that curve, the stick on the Spitfire is going to be really sensitive. Much more so than an F-14 or whatever it is that you was flying. I can't remember what the other module says.
Yeah, because he's using a stick that's like 8 inches high, as opposed to the stick of the Spitfire is actually more like 23.
Yeah, I thought you'd... Okay, yeah, I thought you'd already changed that to 15, but yeah, I would set that 15, personally.
His curve is 5, he says. I'm not sure... Does that make it more straight or more curved? I'm not sure which way it goes.
Well, it starts at 0, so I would put it up to a positive 15.
Got that, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely needed. I have to play around with the curve and shit like that.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if you rush into it, it will cause you a load of problems, but it also takes you absolutely ages to fine tune it just the way you like it. The 15 is or like between 12 and 15 is a pretty good starter area that will give you a lot more stability in the short term, but then you've got the opportunity to fine tune it for your preference over the long term.
Yeah, mine is 13. I'm going to go back to my settings, which means I won't be able to speak to you, but I'm going to go back to my settings for Stig. Mine is 13.
Yeah. Well, I would say, Steg, just outright, just set it to 15. Don't worry about the pictures. Don't worry, because Bill have tuned it to a certain extent for his preference. But if you've got the dead zone set as it is at 10, that's quite big. I'd reduce that a little bit probably. But the curvature is your point of focus, unless you've been fiddling with other things. My God, I don't think I've ever spoken that much on my stream before. When I landed, did I actually take my tail off? No, I didn't. I might have ploughed the ground with that little protrusion there a little bit, but we won't worry about that. The ground doesn't take damage, fortunately, as we have found out on lots of occasions, unfortunately. Oh, I did blow a tyre though, so apparently this grass is rougher than I thought. I am gonna shut down those. I'm gonna shut down there. So yeah, it doesn't matter about the rudder. I'm not using it anymore. Put the handbrake on. We don't want to roll, do we?
Catch you all perhaps next Friday.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm gonna probably do the same.
Okay, Joe. Take care. Catch you next Friday. And Stig, thanks for being here. Thanks to Atlas.
What the hell's going on with that?
That's right. That's what we do here. You see.
Where's the power?
What we do. It's not only for you. I'm helping you if I want you in a spit. It's not just for you. It's me being selfish.
Oh, okay. And why is it not shutting down?
That's what we do. We help each other. We enjoy ourselves. Okay, take care, everybody. I'm away. So, TTFN.
Take care. Oops, take care. Right. Where is... Why are they blinking? Not that I really care, because I'm going to come out of the cockpit now. Look at that, I can't hear it. There's absolutely nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. Who was that and where was he? Ooh. Easy, tiger. Oh. Interesting. Right. And it all goes quiet. So where should we leave it? We'll leave it about there. Seems alright. Let's tab off before I mess up the angle. I'm going to pause my head tracker so I don't flap my head around like a bed sheet in the wind. If I could now find it. Where's it gone? There it is. There we go. And now we can do that, and we can put it onto the last screen, and everyone sighs a huge sigh of relief. It's finally over. Thank you to players, chatters and lurkers, those that dropped in, dropped off and dropped out throughout the course of the stream. Special thanks to those that flew, joined us in game and in voice, and of course that is Bill. Those of you who are not familiar with Bill, this is he. He gives the server, the power and the internet forever and forever lag spike. So do make sure when you speak to him next that I have a weird thing going on my throat this time of night. It always gets me. To make sure to show some appreciation to Bill for keeping the server alive for us and allowing us to run my mission on it. Thank you to those that joined us. The other people that joined us was, of course, Undead and Air Joe. And I need to go back into here to find out who the other person was that I can't remember the name of. Right, Mystique was in. We had Air Joe. Yeah, we had Undead. We had I can't remember, the Ghetto Zebra was in as well. thank you to those that chatted on the stream in no particular reverse order of Atlas. We also had Undead. We had Valkyrie. Big thanks to Valkyrie, by the way. A couple of cheers through the evening in the BLBDs. So I really do appreciate that generosity. And up at the top of the stream, we had Summer Sun Rain with the Redeem for the Zealwasser, of which I need to for Undeads, which I never got around to because I got talking, lost track of what I was doing. We did have a follow this evening, but it was a shitbag bot, so we don't care about them. We did probably have some lurkers in the background throughout the course of the stream. I really do appreciate you spending time on the channel, whether or not you're active in chat or just sitting there chilling in the shadows. If you liked any of what you saw and you haven't done so already, please do consider hitting the likes, the shares, the follows here on my other social media platforms. You can find underneath the video down there and on your social command over there. We'll be back at some point, either in the days leading up to or next Friday. Keep your notifications switched on. If you're over on YouTube, of course, please do consider hitting the subscribe on the channel and the like on tonight's stream as well. That helps me out immensely. Yeah, I'm not sure when the next stream will be for certain. If I can stream tomorrow, I believe it's just me around tomorrow night, so we could do some more Mountain Blade. Or pottering about in No Man's Sky, depending on what people want to watch. Or I could put some time into the mission. I can do that off stream or on stream. I have done on stream live development before now. It's a little bit painful to watch when I make mistakes, but you know, no more painful than my stream, I suppose, normally. So yeah, we can work out what we're going to do when we work out if we're going to manage to do it. We got 5 viewers, so let's have a quick peek to see who else is live that we're aware of. There we go, got my live list just loading in. Slow as. What have we got? Who have we got? Oh. It's late in the night. It's late in the night. How about we go over, we check out some exploration over in Elite Dangerous with Elknut. We haven't raided him for a while. He's on an advert break, unfortunately, right at this moment. And my... oh, son of a gun, my raid thing is forked. Okay, yeah, I've got no control over the raid. I've set it, but I've got no access to the buttons. So that's kind of fucked. Right, so I've kind of got a fill towards the end, or I just sit on the end screen. I don't know which is better, to be fair. Now the timer's going down moderately quick, so we can fill, I reckon. Unless there's a button. There isn't a button on the actual quick actions that lets me do it, which is really shit. Really shit. I mean, the chat has got a load of information in it that you simply don't need as the streamer. Right, so basically, all that remains for me to say is, whatever you do, whatever you play, have fun. More importantly, stay safe. Many thanks for joining us this evening. I really do appreciate it far more than you realise, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next one, whenever that is. Remember to keep your notifications switched on when you get into the chat. Make some noise. Your emotes, my emotes, anyone's emotes. Make sure they know what they're appreciated, and they come back and do it again. But until the next one, take care. Good night.